Alright, hey everybody. Today we're going to do a quick video on some single side stuff, single leg, single arm work. It's good for everybody. I'm doing it because I'm getting ready for a couple races coming up, and for runners, single leg work is really good just to get those hips and that core really tight, but also it lets you know which side is weaker. So if you're doing single side stuff, you can tell which side normally does the work when you're doing, for instance, squats or presses or something like that. If you're doing a single side versus double side, you can tell which side is weaker. So we're going to do a little bit of that, a couple moves that you can add in to either a workout you're doing now or make this into its own workout. But just a couple things. So the first one I'm going to be doing are lunge walks with the single arm raise. So I'm going to start in the back and then I'll come front and then we'll do a couple other ones. So first one is just a walk. And let's see if I can do them today. And a single arm raise, chest level, opposite side, squeeze the core, raise those arms up, just like that, and then you can go backwards. So here, reverse lunges are always a little harder. Whew. Whew. I've already done a bunch of these, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time doing them. Up. One more. Right there. Alright, and then we're going to come over and we're going to do, I like these a lot, we're going to do single leg deadlifts, bird feeders, whatever you want to call them. But basically, to do those, you stand on one leg, make sure your hips are square with the ground, don't let them roll when you do those. So square those hips up, down, and up. So I'm going to add today, so just down, up, stand close to a chair if you need to, keep that back straight, shoulders tight, and then we're going to add to this a single arm fly. And the point of the single arm instead of the two arms is you should feel it on one side of your core as you're doing this. So do about 5 or so on each side. I have my 10 pounds today, so you could do any weight you're comfortable with. Okay, and then switch sides. Same thing, down and up, squeezing that core. And doing opposite arm and leg versus same side, it really does have a difference, makes a difference on that balance. So just try both sides. Woo! Okay, now we got to do the other leg. Same exact thing, but I switch back to that first side. Down and up. And I noticed that my right leg is a lot stronger and sturdier than my left. So this side is a little easier for me to do. Down. As I say that, I fall. Ah! Alright, and then the other side. Same thing. Squeeze. Down. Up. Squeeze. And you're going to notice as you bring it out, that throws your balance off. So you grip in that floor with your toes. Your calf starts burning. Alright, so that's one move. We're gonna those were two moves. So now the next one we're gonna do, I think Bulgarian split squat or single leg lunge, whatever you want to call it. But we're gonna use a chair or a step if you have a step. But you want to stand kind of far away, put that leg up, and then lean back into that back leg, so that your knees don't go past your toes when you go down and up. And you want to go straight down and straight up, right here. And I'm using one weight. I'm going to do 5, holding it on this side. And right now, like I said, I just have my 10s. I've done this with heavier kettlebell, 20, 30 pound kettlebell. And that makes a huge difference when you switch sides. So you can even hold this down, kind of like a kettlebell, and have the weight distributed a little differently. But it makes a huge difference with that core. So this one we're not doing any arms other than just holding it. And then switch legs. Don't fall. Woo. Lean back into it. Nice and tall. Down and up. Lean. So these you should really feel, if you're leaning right, you should feel right in there. The hamstrings, the glutes. You'll feel it in your quads too. But really in that back part of the leg. I have no idea where I am. I'm gonna do one more. Okay. Woo! All right, we did the lunge. We did the single leg deadlift, bird feeder, whatever you want to call it, with a reverse fly. We did the Bulgarian split squat. Oh, now we're gonna do single arm lateral raise with a clamshell. So really good for getting shoulders, and your brain too. All right, raise. The clamshell is really good for hips, which in running, hips are important. So it works those hips as well as the shoulders, and again, works that core, having to do only one side at a time. All right. You can even make this into more of a swing, so you can keep that leg out and swing it and bring it in versus keeping it the foot on the knee. Whew. Okay, other side, same thing. So we're going to start here, and then I'll do a couple of the swings. Up and back. And so these are easy enough with light enough weight that you could do this whole thing circuit style. It's probably easier and a little more efficient than just doing one move at a time, because this is more balance work, that kind of stuff. So just doing the circuit style or adding a couple of these into whatever you're doing is a good idea. All right, I'm going to finish with one that I found is my favorite. So we're going to do, I'm using a chair, but if you've already got the single leg squat down, you can do it without the chair, but I don't have it down. So single leg squat, but we're going to add a press to it. So we're going to press as we sit down and then bring it up as we stand up. So both, but you're going to do each arm for each leg. So 5 and 5, 4, 5. All right, switch sides, but stay on that same leg. Down and up. You should feel, whoo, glutes engage, core engage. The press kind of takes the focus, whoo, off that leg. All right, back to that first arm, because we're doing the other leg now. Switch down, up. Squeeze that core nice and tight. Try and keep it. If you need to, if you have a chair with a handle and you don't have this yet, keep it here. Or just lightly touch that toe on that other leg down. So it gives you some stability, but you're not putting your weight on it. All right, last set. So either way, or if you just want to work on the single leg, you can keep the weight right here and not worry about the weight. 2 more. 1. Oh my goodness. Last one. Okay, and that's enough of that. So like I said, good work that works balance, it works core, it works strength of different muscle groups, it works the little muscles, which you might not get all the time. If you're doing overhead press with a bar, you're not going to get a lot of the single leg or the smaller muscle work that you're getting doing it with one arm at a time. But anyway, some good things to add. All these stinking mosquitoes out. But some good things to add in or do it on its own. Circuit style, like I said, is probably better. You can either do for time, you can do for reps. I did 5 on each side. So like 5 raises and 5 raises on each leg. So 10 raises on each leg. And try and go 5 rounds. I did 5 rounds. So this was just the last round of the ones that I did. So I hope this gives you some good ideas and some things to try out. Let me know if you liked it. Thumbs up, subscribe. I'll do some more videos, and hopefully these mosquitoes will not be out the next time. So I'll see you next time. Thanks.